coming here for my previous video. I'd just like to say, it's gonna be the best follow-up in history after uploading a 16-second, potentially shit video. We're gonna be covering something very important and dearest to my heart. Ladies and gentle dudes, we are going to be covering the official Jumping Joe and Friends tier list. So let's get right into this motherfucker. A quick set of ground rules. We'll be covering all the characters at level 2. There's a total of 8 characters. For those who don't know, if you don't even know what this game is, first off, I feel bad for you. And second off, I'm gonna link a review in the description below. That should hopefully give you enough knowledge to understand how amazing this tier list will be. So, all the characters will be at level 2, and we'll be covering how effective they are in arcade mode, / normal mode, and hero mode. So we'll be starting this off with our good old pal, Jumping Joe. He's the base character you start off with. He's the cheapest to get up to level 2. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's kind of depressing. He's A tier. A tier. That's right. A tier. Might be wondering why. Well, his ability is to get 1 extra hit. For normal mode, it's alright. It's good. Definitely better options than a couple other characters, I'll tell you that much. But again, in normal mode, he's alright because you do get that extra hit, so you don't have to go and take paths to get extra hits. Pardon me, my lord. All you have to do is take optimal paths, so it does make him slightly more optimal in normal mode, but where he really shines is hero mode. Oh my Jesus Lord. He's really good in hero mode, because you instantly start off with that extra hit. Power-ups are really hard to come by in hero mode, in my opinion. That, or if you do find one, that path's usually straight up suicides. The fact that you can play a bit more optimally aggressively, and you can tank hits, if you have to take a forced hit, you can still optimally play straight up A tier. You can't tell me otherwise. He's really, like, friggin' good. And it's the first character. You start off with an A tier. Imagine that. The next character you unlock in this game is my fucking favorite. He's just the best. Ladies and gentlemen, dudes, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about my boy Rocket Bird. S tier, no question about it. He is insanely good. This is like Brawl, Meta Knight, Smash 4, Bayonetta type shit. It straight up outclasses characters. He's the second one you unlock. He's the cheapest to unlock and the second cheapest to level up. It's insane. The fact that the devs just give you some top tier characters straight out the gate. It's like, well, what's the point in unlocking the other characters? So his ability, if you're wondering, you get to go up 100 meters straight out the gate. On normal mode, you will, once you spawn in, you'll immediately go up to 100 meters. It's insanely meta if you're trying to go for the race mode and hero mode challenges, if you want to unlock them the legit way and not like a little bitch boy with the gems. So he's super viable in normal mode, again, outclassing everyone by the fact that you get a 1/6 of the way up if you're doing the hero mode challenge. He's insanely good for distance, and also in hero mode, he's pretty good. I would debate Jumping Joe's a bit better, but it's up to you which one you want to use. In my opinion, they're both insanely well. Only in hero mode, though, Rocket Bird only goes up 50 meters, which makes sense, but it's still good. That's still 50 meters of hero mode hell. So, I mean, pick your poison. I think it's really good. The next character on the list is Golden Pig. Out the gate, I'm gonna say she's B tier, which might upset a few people because she is very meta. Because here's the thing, she doesn't do anything in terms of distance, but she gets you a shitload of gems. So her ability is she has constant magnet, so it power up constantly. That's an insane bonus. And she doubles gems worth, which is really good in normal mode. Hero mode is also, you get 5 gems. If you get 1 at like base level, it's 5 gems. So you can hella farm gems. The only reason I'm putting her B tier underneath Jumping Joe and Rocket Bird is because she doesn't do anything in terms of distance. I'm gauging these characters off of distance because that's how you progress, I would say, to get your challenges for hero mode and race mode if you're not all well better boy. So that's, again, she's really good, but not as good as the other two because she doesn't do anything distance-wise. But if you're looking to get your gems, absolute go-to. Definitely not knocking her. So I might have missed a character. I'm trying to go down the list of the roster from left to right. I missed Rage Bomber. I mean, it's not a big deal because I'm gonna just tell you right now, Rage Bomber, he's D tier. honestly, there's quite a few. So we've already covered the first 3 that are actually good. Now we're getting into like the rest of the characters are straight up shit, and it's really weird from the devs' perspective to put the first 3 characters, like the cheapest in the game to get and level up, are the best. I don't get it. After that, there's no reason to buy the other characters, except for maybe Mummy. We'll get to him in a bit. He's the only other character worth copying. I don't understand it. Anyways, Rage Bomber, what does he do? You have to fill up a meter, and to fill up your meter, all you have to do is just jump, so you have to play aggressively. Now what happens when you fill up this meter? It lets off a free bomb ability, which gets rid of all obstacles on the screen. You might be thinking, well, this is pretty good actually, I don't know what you're on about. Well, here's the thing, you have to play hyper aggressively to really fill up the meter, because when you don't, I guess, move, and you're not filling up the meter, it goes down. Anytime it's not going up, it's going back down. So you have to absolutely play aggressively if you want to even use the ability in normal mode. It's cool. It's really, it's cool in normal mode. But again, why would you use him when you can just use like Rocket Bird or something? Hero mode, he is complete dog shit. You can't play very aggressively in hero mode, and by the time you're gonna play aggressively, you might as well go Jumping Joe to get that extra hit. Rage Bomber just gets rid of the obstacles, but they come back. That's the thing. They'll return later on, so what the fuck's the point, you know? Anyways, Rage Bomber, D tier. Alright, I brought up Mummy when I was talking about Rage Bomber, so we're gonna bring him up now. He's going in C tier. The reason why, he's not complete shit, but he's not very good. He's very meh in the middle. And it's weird, again, to put a character that's kind of iffy after all the good characters. It's like, what the hell, man? Anyways, Mummy, his ability is he slows down basically the whole game. Like, he slows down time, so all the obstacles move really slow. Which you think that's pretty good. In most scenarios, it actually is pretty good. You move at the normal speed. The issue is the obstacles that are above you. They travel really slow, so that might, like, you know, force you to take a hit because the lava's rising and, you know, you gotta get going, but there's an obstacle moving at, like, a turtle's pace above you. So, again, it can be good, but there's situations where it will definitely fuck you over. Just go with other characters. Alright, the next character is Berserker. I'm gonna just tell you what tier they're in right off the gate, I think, because there's not too many characters left. After Berserker, there's 2 more characters, so I think I'm going to try and go a little bit quicker than I am currently. So, Berserker is D tier because he's basically Rage Bomber, but more expensive. He has the same meter mechanic, and once you fill up your meter, it just makes you invincible. You can tank absolutely everything. Well, that's cool, but doesn't Bomber do the same thing? Yes and no. Yeah, Rage Bomber does essentially the same thing, but here's the thing with Berserker, it actually lasts longer, and you can predict what path to take for when it runs out. He is quite a bit better than Rage Bomber, but at the end of the day, he's still a pretty shit character to go with. There's, again, Rocket Bird, Jumpin' Joe, Golden Pig. Even, I take Mummy over him even on it. If I'm, like, no Johns, I'd take Mummy over him. Again, D tier, not the best. The last 2 characters in the game are the most expensive to unlock and level up, and they are both, get this, E tier. Worst characters in the game are the last ones. What the fuck, guys? So the last 2 are Breadcat and Diamond Fever. Breadcat, I don't even know. Their ability is basically, it turns bats into something you want to collect. So bats are the enemies. I used to have a big issue with them. They were my pet peeve because it's like NES style where they can move wherever they want, but you can only move in a certain way. So it can get really annoying to deal with them. So when I first unlocked the character and saw that's what they did, I was like, yo, this is super dope. Because it means I can turn one of my most hated obstacles into something that I want to, you know, run into, which I can do very easily. But no! You start with 0 hats, 1-hit death, and here's the kicker. If you don't collect a bat, you lose visibility. You can't see ahead of you. What the hell? No. Why would I ever do that? And then here's the thing, bats aren't all too common in the first place, I find. Once you get to later levels, they're not very common. So once you get to later stages of the game, you can't see shit and you don't get any hats. Because when you collect a bat, you get a hat. Which is why they're like, oh, you don't get a hat when you spawn? Well, I'll just go Rocket Bird. I'll spend no money. And the last character is Diamond Fever, the most excuse me. Pardon me, my good sirs. And women. Diamond Fever. The most expensive character to unlock. I haven't even gotten him to level 2. I am not doing that bullshit. His ability is when you collect diamonds, you get power-ups. You might think that is insanely good. No, it uses the meter mechanic like the last two characters. And it's horrible because if you don't collect diamonds, the meter goes down. You have to collect a lot of diamonds to fill it up for one measly power-up. Why would I go with that character when and it's random too, so you don't know what you're gonna get, so you might get something that doesn't help you. Why would I go with that when I can just pick Rocket Bird, Jumping Joe, Golden Pig? I know what I'm getting, and it's gonna be constant, because when you get the power-ups with Diamond Fever, they go away. What the hell? No. E-tier. Trash. Super expensive. So that's the video. If you guys liked it, I don't really care what you do to support. I don't care, really. I just thought I'd upload something because I uploaded behind the scenes of Toejam, and, I mean, I guess he's got a lot of clout. I don't know, maybe I have clout that I don't know about. You know, I thought I'd do something to please the people if they give a shit. Yeah, I'll be appearing in some of Toejam's videos in the future if you want to check his videos out. I'm gonna link his Jumpy Joe and Revenge video in the description, his review of it, because he does a pretty good job explaining the game. I was just here to provide the competitive side of things, you know. As I'm an elite gamer, I unlocked race and hero mode legit. Just thought I'd put out an official tier list on the game from a professional Jumping Joe and Friends player. So, you know, I guess if you enjoyed it, just like watch the video. Views help me know what people are interested in. In the future, maybe I'll do another tier list on something. I don't know. We'll have to see, because I don't have any plans for what to do after this. If this does well, I'll see what I can do. Put out a little something, but I'll be appearing on Toejam's channel along with the rest of the boys. So keep us there, and I shall see you in the next episode.